What's going on, guys and gals? This is Periodik with another skill calculator for Star Wars The Old Republic. And we're bringing you this time the Sith Warrior, but more specifically the Sith Juggernaut, which could be both DPS and tank. And this class is really interesting because, to me at least, it almost seems like both of these talent trees can be tanks or DPS, but mainly Immortal is going to be your standard tank spec. Vengeance can be tank, but I think it would be more of a DPS tank hybrid, but it can easily be a straight DPS with just single-handed lightsaber goodness. And then Rage is your shared tree that you will have with what was the other one? The Marauder, which is right here, Marauder. And as you can see, Rage is right there. So you guys share that talent tree. Now let's go back to Juggernaut. So we're going to start off in what I actually chose because I'm running a Juggernaut right now. I'm level 17. And I'll just fill it out how I've been filling it out. But, you know, you guys obviously are more than welcome to change it up. If you're in the game right now and playing a Sith Juggernaut, if not, if you're waiting for that email, that early access, I hear you guys. I mean, a bunch of my friends are, you know, hitting the refresh button on their email every 2 seconds to make sure that they got their email. But, you know, if you haven't gotten yet, you know, keep waiting. It's definitely worth the time that you had invested in the wait. And if you haven't pre-ordered, then good luck on the 20th. You know, the servers are going to be really packed, but a cool thing that the game does is it has different like channels in the game where if it's too packed on one area that you're in, you can just go onto your map and click like you'll be on, like, let's just say if you're on the planet Drummond Cos, you'll be on Drummond Cos 1, and if that place is super packed, you can click Drummond Cos 2, and you know you'll have less people on that. I'll explain better in another video. But anyway, let's get to the talents. The first one we have is Enraged Sunder. Sundering Assault has a 50% chance to build one additional rage, and that's just your standard Sunder armor. It reduces the armor that enemy has, and you can put 2 points in that, which I did. Then you have Quake. Smash has a 50% chance to lower the accuracy of affected targets by 5% for 18 seconds. Pretty good. I think this would be a little bit better when you're doing a lot of dungeons and boss fights, if that affects bosses. So I didn't take any points in it. Battlecry, Force Charge, and Obliterate have a 33.34% chance to make the next Force Scream activated, cost no rage. I actually really like that ability. Maybe it's just me being a noob, but I use that a lot. You start off with Force Charge, which is like your little AoE move that hits everybody, and then you get to do Force Scream, which does a ton of damage at no cost, pretty much. Guard Stance increases your melee and range defense by 2% while on Sorsu form. Now, if you're going to be tanking, obviously you're going to want to take this. This is really, really nice. Just straight up 6% defense, you know. Next one is Lash Out. Reduces the rage cost of retaliation by 1 while Sorsu form is active. Let's skip that for now. Actually, I think I do have that, but Intimidation reduces the rage cost of Chilling Scream and Backhand by 1. Chilling Scream is a debuff on enemies that makes them run 50% slower, and I don't know what Backhand is, but I'm pretty sure I'd pick Retaliation, because Retaliation is your standard overpower for a warrior. It's when somebody like dodge parries or whatever your move, then you get to automatically do this move. It does cost like 3 rage, but it can't be dodge parried or missed by the opponent, which is pretty cool. Of course, we have Invincible. Reduces all damage taken by 40% for 10 seconds. That's awesome. I don't know what the cooldown is. That'd be nice if they had a cooldown for it. Unleashed. It wouldn't be nice if they had a cooldown, but it would be a little bit overpowered if there was none, but I'm sure there is one. I don't know why it doesn't have it here. Blade Barricade. Retaliation now increases melee and range defenses by 2% for 6 seconds. Now, this just allows you to spam Retaliation whenever you have it up, because you'll get an additional 6% defense, which is pretty nice. We have Unleashed. Reduces the cooldown of Unleash by 15 seconds. Now, Unleash is a move that is pretty much your PvP trinket. Every 2 minutes, you're able to get rid of all snares, CCs on your target. or on yourself, and that just reduces the cooldown by a full 30 seconds, so it'd be a minute 30 instead of 2 minutes. Get this for PvP, obviously not if you're just going to be leveling like I am. Heavy-handed increase. I'm going to be doing PvP, but not intense until I get to end level. Heavy-handed increases the damage dealt by backhand, smash, and sweeping slash. And you're going to be doing those moves, so you get 3 points in that. Actually, let's get 2 points in that right now. Just 10%. Thrown Gauntlet reduces the cooldown of Threatening Scream and Force Push by 7.5%. Let's hold off on that for now. Revenge, while in Sorcerer form, pairing with deflecting, shielding, or resisting attack, has a 25% chance to grant Revenge, reducing the rage cost of the next Force Scream or Smash by 1. Lasts 10 seconds and stacks up to 3 times. And we're going to do that because we like anything while we have it in Sorcerer form. And Shield Specialization increases shield chance by 2%. What that means is if you're rocking a single-bladed lightsaber, you get to have an offhand shield. And it's not an actual shield. You don't see it. It's like a shield generator. It just generates an invisible shield around you. And so we're definitely like that because we want all the defenses we can. Force Grip. Force Choke no longer needs to be channeled, applying its full effect over 3 seconds. Who wouldn't want to just instantaneously Force Choke a motherfucker? Alright, Backhand bashes the target for 1024 to 1135 kinetic damage, stunning it for 4 seconds. This ability generates a high amount of threat. Pretty much your Mocking Blow, I guess it would be called. What was Mocking Blow? Just, can't remember if that was your threat move or not in World of Warcraft. We also have Crash. Force Charge now stuns the target for 2 seconds. We're going to hold off on that for now. This is definitely a PvP move, so take it if you're going to be doing a lot of PvP. Sonic Barrier. Force Scream has a 50% chance to grant Sonic Barrier, which absorbs a moderate amount of damage. Last 10 seconds. So now every single time you do a Force Scream, and it's nice because you get to do your, you have a little, you do your Force Charge. After that, you do your Force Scream, and you'll get 10 seconds of moderate damage being blocked. I'm sorry, my brain went to mush for a second. So that's that. Now we have to put one more point in something, which is, let's do heavy-handed. All right. So now we go up, and of course you needed to get invincible to be able to get backhand. So we're of course going to put 2 points in Dark Blood, which increases the duration of Endure Pain by 2.5 seconds, increases elemental and internal damage by reduction by 4%. So now we have 4% in 5 seconds. Sweeping Fury increases the frequency at which Sorcerer form can generate rage by 1 second. In addition, Sweeping Slash and Vicious Slash have a 33.34% chance to reduce the active cooldown of Enrage by 1 second. So now we got Enrage 3 seconds less. I think it's normally, I actually don't know what the normal time is, but yeah, Sorcery form now generates rage every 3 seconds. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's actually, Sweeping Slash and Vicious Slash have a 100% chance to reduce the active cooldown of Enrage by 3 seconds. That means every time you do Vicious Slash and Sweeping Slash. That's pretty cool. So Enrage is probably like on 2 minutes, I would imagine. That's pretty cool. And lastly, Crushing Blow crushes the target with a mighty blow, dealing 1,883 to 2,099 weapon damage and applying 3 stacks of armor reduction for 15 seconds. Targets affected by 5 stacks of your armor reduction suffer 2,355 to 2,625 weapon damage instead. So that would pretty much mean you would want to do 2 stacks of Sundering Assault first, and then just throw this bad boy on to get that big damage, doing pretty much 4,000 damage in one shot. Plus they'll have, you know, their armor sundered all the way to 5, you know. Alright, so we're going to get out of that. Let's go look into the Vengeance tree. And the first talent is Improved Sundering Assault. Sundering Assault has a 50% chance to apply 1 additional stack of Sunder Armor, which is nice, especially if you're already tanking. You're definitely going to want that talent. Decimate increases the damage dealt by Smash by 10% and lowers its cooldown by 1 second. And we have Single Saber Mastery, increases melee damage by 2% while in Xian form and Shi Cho form. We're going to take 3 points in that. And then this is if I'm speccing myself a DPS here. So obviously I'm not going to want Sunder Assault because I'm not going to do it that much. I'm going to leave the tank to be able to do that. But I will want Decimate. And we'll just do 2 out of 3. We'll do 20%. Accuracy increases accuracy of melee and force attacks by 1%. That's a no-brainer. I want to be able to hit, and that's 3% hit right there. Dreadnought increases total strength by 3%. That's another no-brainer. Gets 6% total strength. Unyielding generates 2 rage when stunned, put to sleep, or knocked down. Again, that's a straight-up PvP talent. As soon as you get CC'd, you get 2 rage, just right off the bat. Pooled Hatred. Whenever your movement is impaired, you gain 5% bonus to your next melee ability that costs rage. This effect can stack up to 5 times and last 10 seconds. And again, PvP talent all day. As soon as you get snared or anything like that, automatic 10% bonus actually. So that's pretty nice. Unstoppable. Force Charge has a 50% chance to grant Unstoppable, reducing all damage taken by 20% and granting immunity to interrupts and all controlling effects. And that is for 4 seconds. And yes, that was me just yawning. I apologize. Again, another PvP talent, and that's actually really cool. Especially if you put 2 talent points in it, because you have a 100% chance to just reduce damage by 10 seconds. And you're pretty much unCCable for 4 seconds after Force Charge. It's pretty nice, but we're not going to take it right now. We are going to take Xian form, which enters an aggressive lightsaber form, increasing all damage dealt by 6%. All attacks that cost rage will refund 1 rage when used. In addition, you generate 1 rage when attacked, but this effect cannot occur more than once every 6 seconds. And we have Draining Scream, which has Force Scream. It's given a 50% chance to cause the target to bleed for 133 damage over 6 seconds. There's your old school Arms Warrior talent right there. You get a little bleed damage. Though I don't know how you bleed from a lightsaber. That's kind of strange. Deadly Reprisal generates 1 additional rage when taking area effect damage while Xian form is active. And I think I actually need 1 more talent here. So let's do... sure. Let's do that. Pooled Hatred. Actually, I need 2 more talents. Let's make me unCCable as well. Yeah, this generates 1 additional rage when taking area effect damage while you're in Xian form, and it's Deadly Reprisal. Reprisal, whatever. Vengeance reduces the cooldown of Impale by 2 seconds and Force Scream by 1 second. You know, sadly, I've been loving my Juggernaut, but now just putting this talent tree in, I want to play a freaking... well, obviously, I'll still be playing a Juggernaut, but I would want to play a DPS Juggernaut. That seems pretty cool. Ruin Smash no longer costs rage. Sure. That's actually really good. Huddle increases total endurance by 2%. In addition, Intercede has a 50% chance of applying its effect to you as well. And what Intercede does, I don't remember the exact ability, but it pretty much is an intercept. And I think it like takes damage. Like you automatically fly to the person that you want to help, and it like absorbs the damage or something like that. Impale impales the target for 1,935 to 2,157 weapon damage, and you do need this to be able to get the talent to your right, left, and above. And first we're going to go left. It's Savagery. Impale and Shatter have a 50% chance to increase the critical hit chance of Force Scream and Vicious Throw by 60% for 9 seconds. Now it's a 100% chance to do that. And we also have Eviscerate, which causes Impale to have a 50% chance to cause the target to bleed for 200 internal damage for 6 seconds. Now it has a 100% chance. Okay, and we also go to Rampage. Impale and Shatter have a 10% chance to finish the cooldown on Ravage. This effect cannot occur more than once every 15 seconds. Each rank beyond the first reduces this rate limit by 3 seconds. We're going to do that, of course. And Deafening Defense reduces all damage taken by 2%. Additionally, reduces the cooldown of Intimidating Roar by 7.5 seconds. I apologize. Now, if you're not going to be doing any kind of DPS or tanking, then obviously you're not going to want to have this. But as you can see right here, the Vengeance tree definitely has a lot of defense-oriented talents. Not as much as the Immortal, but it's cool that you can be an off tank. You may even be able to be a full tank in this one. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any high-level Vengeance Juggernauts, but let's just put 1 more point in so we can get the last one. Okay, there we go. Shatter The range is 4 meters, and it channels the force into your lightsaber and crushes your target under its weight, dealing 722 to 833 internal damage to a target afflicted by Sundering Assault, with a further 1,968 internal damage over 12 seconds. So that's actually pretty awesome. It's, yeah, a straight hit and then a dot right after. So that's pretty cool. And it's an instant move as well. So that's the Vengeance tree. Guys, I'm going to cover the Rage tree when I actually do the Marauder. So as always, favorite the video, like it if you find this useful. You can always go to torhead.com, the skill calculator, to check this out on yourself. It's a really cool website, and it just has a bunch of information if you're looking for quests or NPCs or an ability or something like that, or even just items. I use it all the time. But yeah, subscribe. I appreciate it if you guys subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I'll see you in game, man. Good luck, everybody, getting your emails and your invites. And yeah, have fun in game, everybody. This is Periodik saying see ya.